I'm also not hooking up to the voice chat today, because I'm not sure how much time I'm going to have to work with. So let's see. Open up the drawer. Close my eyes. There's a couple of things in there that I'm sorting through right now, so if I end up picking them, I'm not going to build them. But let's see. What's that? Can I build that? No, I can't build this, because I'm missing the torso. I have no idea where the torso went. I don't even know what this is. I thought it was a matador. And I don't think it's a matador. So I gotta find the torso. Alright. Let's bag that up. Next. I think I'm gonna create a random chart and roll on it. And I can't do these guys either, because I need to cast these the super packs for the back, and I haven't done that yet. And then I can build these crusaders. All right, take them out. Hey, Mr. Dog. I am doing something rude. I'm touching my metal. Oh, there we go. What do we got? What do we got? What is this? I don't know what this one is, but we can build it. Yeah, so next time, instead of you popping on to see me doing something rude, I think I'll make a chart that I can roll on, and then roll on it, you know, as one does on charts that you roll on. And then I'll have the mech to build. I'm adding all my BattleTech RPG Tactics stuff to it, so I'm gonna have a lot of mechs to build, not just BattleTech. But today we have. It's got legs. It's got a torso. It's got hips. Yeah, those are probably the hips. It's got feet. Oh, it's got separate feet. I hate that. I hate separate feet. And it's got guns. Pew-pews. Up here? Yeah. Probably. Yeah, it looks like it goes up there. So that's the hips. These are the arms. Alright, well, I don't know what it is, but I know how it'll go together. I wonder if it's some sort of shadow cat. Maybe. Let's find out later. Mech Monday! Hello, Darth Torlin. I'm building something, and I don't know what it is. This is one of my random piles. I'll probably have to go onto Facebook after and ask the BattleTech, or not the BattleTech, the BattleTech elders, what it is I have built. And which way the guns go. Because honestly, they could probably go either way. They'll probably go up, like that. That's what I'm going to guess. I'm going to guess they go up. I'll blue tack it. Pretty sure the legs will go this way. Maybe we should look it up. Alright, let's see. I'm guessing it's a shadow cat of some sort. Shadow cat. Or I could take a picture of this. Shadow cat 2? Oh, I think that's what it is. Yes, maybe. No. No, actually, I don't think it is. Shadow Cat 2. Close, but no cigar. Alright, so what we'll do is I'll take a picture of the parts and I'll put it on the BattleTech group. And usually people are pretty quick to identify mechs. How are you doing today, Darth Torlin? How are things in America land? If Dade Dog is still here, how are things in Spain? Is everyone gearing up for a Christmasless Christmas? The leader of our province announced that everyone has to work. And everyone who can work from home must do so. And Christmas is canceled in all forms. You can't gather outside. You can't look at people. Breathe on them. No. You can do those things. You can breathe on them at a distance. Yeah, I think the gatherings are outdoors are no gatherings in groups of 10 at most. So it's probably better than some places. You're meh? Yeah. It is meh times, that's for sure. Alright. So I'm going to guess it goes like this. Like this. Like this. That. This is hips. I guess these are one set of legs. That definitely goes on the top. There's his other feet. America land! Gamers with coffee! How you doing? I don't know what I'm building. That is what I'm going to do next. I'm going to take a picture. That's a good picture. I'm going to post it in the BattleTech group on Facebook. Because whenever I have something I have no idea what it is, I put it there. And they always know. See, when my daughter was a little girl, like a toddler, she loved grabbing things. So we'd go over to the LGS, and I'd hold her up against the wall of BattleTech miniatures, and she'd just grab random things. And then I put them all in bags, but I didn't put a label as to what I actually have. Not that BattleTech group. BattleTech International? I think I'm part of that group. No, Alpha Strike. That's usually where I go. The Alpha Strike. Ooh, you're having a blast? Nice. Kinda. You're kinda having a blast. Are you building stuff? There we go. Anyone ID this mech? There we go. Posting the picture. Waiting for the response. And in the meantime, we'll get it cleaned up. Would you guys dry brush or airbrush light rust and dark rust onto a lead belcher round base? I'd say dry brush because you get better texturing. You'd have to texture first and then airbrush, I'd say. Because you want it to be kind of patchy, I think. Oh, you're going to build? Hard to see what I'm building? Yeah. It's a tiny little mech. In my, it's outside of optimal magnification. Though I could probably hone it in. Let's see, where are you? Right here. Properties. Video, let's see, focus, zoom, and it only zooms so far. Alright, now I need to see how well it focuses, or where it focuses. Oh, right there. There we go. That's what I'm building, this little chicken walker. Pretty sure it's a chicken walker. Pretty sure it's not a reverse chicken walker. No, that just wouldn't make sense. Sometimes they don't make sense, though. Sometimes BattleTech miniatures do not make sense. Your post has been formatted as a question. Yeah, well, it was a question, so thanks. Thanks, Facebook. So yeah, let's see. And then if we change the focus to 22. Nope, it doesn't like 22. 13? Well, that's not too bad. What do you guys think? Zoomed in, seen at 13. A little easier to see. Oh, I don't even have my chat up. Oop, there we go. In Spain, everyone is staying and watching porn. Fair enough. Is that what you've been spying on those nuns with? Seeing what they're getting up to? All right, now there should be no points there, so let's remove all this material. All right. Any responses? Nope, it's been 2 minutes. Oh, someone answered. Jackalope. Ah! It's a jackalope. I remember buying a jackalope now. I got myself a jackalope. I'm writing it down. Where's my pieces? Ah, looks good to Darth Torlin. All right. Jackalope. Done. Got a jackalope. This is from, I don't know if the Word of Blake used these or not. They might have. And then the Republic of the Sphere used them afterwards, so they're for sure Dark Age mechs. And maybe Jihad mechs. I'll have to reread the fluff. Dave Dog says the nuns are onto him, and they've shuttered up the windows. It was on the news today that YouTube was down, and also that Pornhub had lots of content culled for legal reasons. Oh, weird. I wonder what kind of legal reasons. What's going on there? And how did it affect you personally, Mr. Dog? All right. Can we see any mold lines? That's the question. I don't know how much you guys can see with the metal being all shiny from my lights. This area is a little wonky. Man, I love that Alpha Strike group. They're always so helpful. Has anyone here played Alpha Strike? Or just regular, proper BattleTech? Oh, you liked my week 2 video? Thanks. I can't even remember what I did. I don't get a lot of sleep. My memory is very, very short. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's right. I showed all my sprues for my BattleTech stuff. And I talked about what I'm looking forward to. I think there's lots to look forward to, honestly, in 2021. Okay. Dave Dog has the minis. That's right. You were saying that before about those the plastic packs, right? The older ones. Any Gamers Coffee would like to learn? It's a good time to start learning once all those new plastics come out. Because I don't love every single design, but I'd say that every single design is at least standardized to a much better quality and visual appeal than the old stuff. The old stuff was pretty hit and miss. But I think they really, really nailed it. Even if I feel like some of the older designs were nicer looking than some of the new designs. They're all a bit homogeneous, chunky, squared off. But overall, I think it was the better decision. Except for the Stone Rhino. That abomination can burn. Ooh, you got the new starter sets too. And a new game mat. Is it a hex game mat? Oh, hello, Mr. Joseph Burton. You've acquired the rule book for Alpha, but you only played older BattleTech in real life. Alpha rules are intriguing. Yeah, they're fun. I haven't played too much older BattleTech. I played a lot of partial games, and then usually we ran out of time and couldn't finish them. In Alpha Strike, it's very easy to finish a game. It's very fast, so sometimes you want that crunchy experience. You definitely want to stick with classic BattleTech, but if you just want to throw down and have a quick, fun game with a lot of mechs, Alpha Strike's where it's at. You haven't even enrolled the game mat? Oh, dang. You should do a review video. Yeah, I really like that the Alpha Strike rules have a free PDF. And that free PDF is actually really good. You can definitely play the game well with the free PDF. You don't get the full nuances of all the abilities, but you can grab all the Master Unit List cards, the Alpha Strike cards off Master Unit List. So you can play any mech you like. Because I'm pretty sure all the ones that Iron Wind Metals and Catalyst have produced are all on the Master Unit List site. So it's not like Warhammer, where you could buy the miniatures and you never know what the stats are. You can always have the stats, and they're always updated. Which I discovered once because I was going to play a game of Alpha Strike, and I learned all of my cards were out of date. And had new points values and stuff. So there's that. Battle technology, yeah. From what I've heard, though, BattleTech just hasn't changed that much. If you knew how to play BattleTech back in the day, you could still play BattleTech. I don't even know which all versions I've played. I haven't played the newest one, of course. I think the last time I had a proper game of BattleTech was probably 2010 or 11. It's a little while ago. Where'd I get the rules from? Did I just have them? How many BattleTech rules do I have? I don't even know. Ooh, you're looking at Hot Wheels on Amazon? Nice. You should get a 72 Gran Torino. Do it for me. It's sexy. Oh, where's one? There's one. Look at that beauty. It's dusty now. Still dusty. Oh, yeah. I need to get another one because I don't want to chop that one up. Or maybe I'll get one that I like better and I'll chop that one up. I don't know. I want another one for sure, though. Getting Hot Wheels for Gaslands. Darth Torland? Yeah, he's definitely getting Hot Wheels for Gaslands. Someday I'll play Gaslands. It's not higher on my priority list, but it looks like a lot of fun. If I started hanging around with people who played a lot of Gaslands, I'd be more into it. I got one guy who likes playing Gaslands, but he's never really pushed it, so I've never really worked on it. Oh, the cars in Cyberpunk 2077? Nice. I haven't seen those cars. Aside from like some screenshots, I haven't really seen anything of Cyberpunk 2077. Maybe some ads. Everyone loves it though. It's probably a good game. Alright, there we go. Here's the tricky part. My biggest bane is joining feet to legs to hips to torso. I think it goes that way. I'm going to look it up before I proceed, but I think that's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing they fit that way, not this way. Doesn't feel like this. Well, maybe, actually. Maybe there was a piece to grab in. I don't know. All right, let's look it up. You're waiting to Cyberpunk 2077 is fixed? Nice. Price cut? Yeah. Game of the Year edition. Definitely a smarty pants. Mr. Dog is Jackalope. Well, the picture doesn't really help. JLP-BD. Interesting. LP-BD. See, I'm smart now. Whenever I learn the name of a BattleMech, I'll put it on the bottom of the base. And then I'll always know its name. All right. Let's see here. So that's how the feet go. And they're obviously not positioned that way. And they're also not a single toe, they're a double toe. They must go that way. They must go that way. All right, let's look it up on the Iron Wind Metals website. You made a go live on Twitch channel in the Discord for our Switch users. Oh, nice. Thanks. Seeing one of the cars, the CL files. Nice. Mr. Smarty Pants, but slow when it comes to painting. That's all right. How long have you been painting now, Dave Dog? Let's go to the website. You're as slow as Spud? Painting a year? See? That's really good for a year. I don't think you have anything to worry about. You may be old, but you'll still learn the skills. All right, let's see what we're looking at here. Oh, I see now. so that's the toe. And these go in the back. I would never have guessed that. Now I have to guess how they're supposed to go in the back. Like that? Like that. That does seem reasonable. Okay. I'm going to say it's going to go like that. So that's another guess. How to glue on the toes and also attach them to the hip. Make sure the hip is straight. Oh, those hip joints aren't very good. Let's scrape it out a bit more. We'll probably have to pin this in. The hard part with pinning these is that it's hard to figure out the right angles sometimes. If we guess it's like that, that's the front plate. Hips don't lie. Give it a 6 pose. Ooh. Should I pin it there too? Maybe. What time are we at? 7:20. Oh, pretty early. Okay. So I think it's time to grab my fattest drill bit. My pin vise. I lubricated the swivel. It was getting pretty squeaky. Newbie's been painting since 1981. You've never seen any of his work? Oh, he painted some, when was it? Maybe September? He was painting some Dark Angels when he was hanging around online. It's before the election. When was the election in the States? Let's do a little pokey poke here. A little pokey poke here. And one here. One here. I've resolved to just pin all my BattleTech minis. So it's going to take a while to build them. But I think it'll work out better in the long run. There. And I think we're going to go straight through. So that's the first one. I'll go straight through. So this is going to be a little while. So let's chat, guys. Are there any guys in Canada like Grizzly Adams who wear raccoon hats and live in a cabin in the woods? You know, raccoons aren't really a thing in the city I live in. Apparently they made it to a more northern city, though, than here. Maybe they can't make it past the mountains. I don't know. There's raccoons in Vancouver. There's raccoons in, I think, most of the east. For some reason, there's no rats and no raccoons around here. So I'm going to guess that there are people like Grizzly Adams who live in cabins, wear raccoon hats. And they're probably hipsters, because I think that sort of thing is cool. But yeah, there could be the odd eccentric millionaire doing that too. Whew. Getting tired out. How far are we? Almost halfway. This is the part where I wouldn't mind having some music, but I was just watching the Uncle Adam Tabletop Minion show. He was discussing how DMCA strikes are getting very rampant. And maybe it's just better not to play any sounds right now. And also, apparently some American congressman attached a felony charge to DMCA strikes in a bill in the States. So that's going to make everyone's lives inconvenient, I think. There we go. Getting there. Yeah, so far I haven't seen Bythorn today. I did discover, though, that the January edition of... Ooh, I made it through. And I didn't even lance my finger. How nice. The January edition of Miniature Wargames magazine? Maybe that's it. It's going to have a sprue of the Wargames Atlantic halflings. So that's pretty exciting. I might just have to I just have to pick up a magazine. Actually, I haven't read them, so maybe they're good. Okay, get through. Whoa. Let's see, you get swatted if you play Happy Birthday on your channel? I bet so. We'll have to sing for He's a Jolly Good Fellow. And no one can deny. Just like they do it in the movies. Right. Poking through. There we go. Look at that. Oh. Building him a hip. And yeah, let's chop it. David Moffat, is there a Canada-UK agreement for Brexit? Has Justin Trudeau no-played Warhammer? That senator will deny? I bet Justin Trudeau's played Warhammer. He was an acting geek. And I'm not sure if there's a deal for Brexit. Because I don't know what the British did. I don't know if anyone knows what the British have done. Have to wait. Wait for them to sort it out. Generally, we have good trade agreements. Generally, you can order stuff from Britain and not get charged duty. But, yeah. In Canada, we've been getting hit with duty charges from Britain, so I don't know what that's all about. Oh yeah, I was watching a show on the Canadian Rising for About and a Boot and a Boat. And apparently, while a boot is the most stereotypical way of Canadians saying about, a boat is actually more accurate for the way the majority of Canadians say about. And a lot of Canadian lingo is being lost because of the internet and what's become known as the American Standard. So in the West, we've always been a bit more American Standard anyway. But apparently in the East, they're starting to lose their about. Ash Barker still says it, though, a very Canadian way. About is what the Scots say, yeah. Well, there was a lot of Scots and Irish immigrants who came to Canada. So it's not too surprising that we have similar ways of speaking. Look at Naomi from Sword and Steel. She has a very pseudo-Irish accent because the region that she lives in has a lot of Irish immigrants from the past, and that's just the way they speak there. Okay, I can live with that. It's a boot time. And she's not Irish. She just lives in a place where they still have a very heavy Irish dialect because of the people who settled there. They were very insular. And the more insular a culture is, the less likely it is to change the way they talk. Because apparently the way you talk is generally formed when you're a child in elementary school. And it's not the media that you hear, it's how the kids talk to each other. So how you talk to your peers will often form how you speak. So it could even be generational. Maybe people from her area of a younger generation wouldn't speak the way she does. It's hard to say. You think she's a fake Irish? She does have an origins video where she explains her accent. Mr. Dog dating an Irish lady. Living the dream. You bet Justin Trudeau played Slaanesh? Yeah. Yeah, definitely. He's definitely a Slaanesh kind of guy. We need a little more in there. A little more depth. And across Canada, the way we say car changes. So in the west, where we live, me and Bythron, we say car. In the east, where Ash lives, they're more likely to say car. And then over where Naomi lives, they're more likely to say car, something like that. You could definitely hear a lot of Irish inflections on the East Coast. The guess? Oh, like, well, I mean, she lives in Newfoundland, and there's different regions in Newfoundland. Some very, very isolated regions in Newfoundland. Like, you might think of the Appalachian Mountains kind of level of insulation. Hillbillies, if you will. So, some of the guests she has on are more Canadian, perhaps, than she is. More culturally Canadian. I wonder if I should put a smaller pin in here. Or if I should just blast it out. I'll just blast it out. Oh no, you're looking at model plane kits. How did that happen? Oh yeah, speaking of Ash Barker, have you checked out his Gamma Wolves game? It's made specifically for playing with Gunpla and other cool mech kits. Professor Jordan Peterson. Sounds like Kermit the Frog. Well, some people just sound like Kermit the Frog. That's his own thing. Yeah, some people from Newfoundland have a little bit of an accent. Some people from Newfoundland have a heavier accent, and some people from Newfoundland, you just cannot understand what they're saying. It's like maybe our equivalent of Welsh. So thick, and are they even speaking English? We don't even know. All right, let's see. Let's see the depth that we got going on here. Uh-oh, don't strike me down. It's just my ringtone. This is my dad. I'll turn down my ringtone. He's trying to pass the buck. Trying to get addresses to mail off Christmas letters. He's trying to pass me off to my grandpa. Let's go deeper. That feels pretty good. Let's see. Oh yeah, I can dig it. I need that leg though. Come back. Can you dig it? I think I'm almost ready to start gluing. Oh, that one's a little off center. Aboo! You had one phone call and you missed a lot in chat. Yeah. Yeah, it goes off sometimes. Matchbox has a Top Gun 5-pack, 4 cars, 1 plane. Yeah, that's not bad. I'll get some work done. I always liked Matchbox. As much as I liked Hot Wheels. I remember there were differences. I don't remember what the differences are. Yeah, stream action-wise, I don't think you missed much. I'm just drilling. This is my cheapo XL. I just lubricated the swivel. It was squealing the other day. And I don't know if you were here, but we identified this mech as a jackalope. And we figured out how the legs are supposed to go on, which was completely not how I was guessing. So I'm glad I looked at a picture. And now I'm pinning the lower torso. Are there any Bigfoot hunters? I don't think so. I don't think there's any Bigfoot hunters. I've never heard anyone say they were a Bigfoot hunter, at least. But, you know, mountain folk, they don't like coming in the city much, so. It's possible if I spent more time out in the mountains. I might find them. Find the Bigfoot hunters. Ooh. Matchbox tends to be more focused on realism, being copies of the cars and lorries. Matchbox has 4 more lorries than Hot Wheels. Okay. It can be seen on the roads. Hot Wheels has more fancy elements. Yeah, okay. The cars tend to be slightly modded or hot rodded from the base car. Yeah. Though in the case of the Gran Torino, it's pretty spot on. At least from what I remember of my Gran Torino. I don't have it in the yard to take a look at it, but you know, it seems pretty good. All right, that's good. Poke it off. How far down? Sure. Let's see how that does. Where's those hips? There's those hips. I don't remember which way it's supposed to go. Let's say this way. Okay. Yeah, because I was off center on the hump. I'm going to have to clip this down. Okay, I'll take that off for now then. That's fine. How's it feel? Feels like a reasonable fit. With a bit of a filler. It's a little off center. But that's just how it's going to have to be. I could just trim it all the way down. That was written in 2019. Okay. 71 Dodge Charger, highway patrol car. Nice. The Rift changed everything? Uh-oh. Yeah. Oh, I bet even cheap Chinese cars work fine in Gaslands. Like the stuff you can get at the dollar store, since it's all imagination land. But yeah, Hot Wheels and Matchbox are plentiful. And good quality. I'm definitely looking forward to someday working on one. Just not sure when that'll be. Let's see, a little more trim. Let's see, what did we have? I grew up with I think it was a 71 Mustang Fastback. And 67 Cougar. My mom had one. I think my grandma had a 77 Camaro. And later on she got a 92 IROC. And my uncle collects Oldsmobiles, 88s, and Cutlasses. He's got quite a few of those. He's got a property just full of cars. Basically looks like a junkyard. Okay, there we go. Let's see. The last thing to guess is the crotch. Is it this way? Or more likely this way? More likely that way. Yeah. Yeah, this way. I'm going to say this way. I might not have to filler it, actually. Maybe I should put a little in, just to be safe. Let's see. Where did I put that putty? There you are. Actually, put a little glue in. Now, are we going to have issues, or are you going to work? Ooh, you're going to work. Perfect. Gave it a thorough cleaning. It's been working well since. Dot, a little dot. And wiggle it around. There we are. That feels nice. Have you owned many cars, Dave Dog? Or Darth Torlin? You guys car people? Or do you mostly commute by public transit? If I wanted to go to work by public transit, it would be a minimum of an hour every day, which would be pretty terrible. An hour to get there, an hour to get home. Basically my idea of a nightmare. And when I lived in Whitehorse, the buses came very, very sporadically. You wouldn't be able to depend on them. Usually I walked everywhere, or I'd catch rides with family members or friends. In those days. Well, yeah, since coming to Calgary, I just drive. Well, I use the bicycle, not drive. Okay. So these will go on next. And we'll have to... I think we'll position these first, and then we can glue on the... little toesies after. And up. And do we need to take off a bit of material there maybe? Or just drill deeper? Let's try drilling deeper first. You don't know much about cars? Fair enough. No, me neither, really. I just grew up with cars. You have a dream car that you want. You currently drive a Honda Civic. This year you haven't driven it? Wow. Oh. I currently have a Kia Soul that I drive around as my main driver. We also have an old Toyota Sienna minivan, which just ends up always being handy, so we were going to get rid of it because the windshield has a lot of rust around it, as older Toyotas often do, and rain gets in. So it's kind of moldy in there, smelling. This doesn't smell good. So we're like, oh, we better get a new car and then get rid of it. Except we just never got rid of it. We just let it sit on the street. And then every once in a while it just comes in handy for moving stuff, or if it unexpectedly snows. It's because it still has the snow tires on, so we can drive it around then. Okay, I'm going to say that's good. So what we're going to do is going to put in a little glue. I wish I knew where my little pliers were into, because this looks like it needs to be straightened. I'll try that first. Good enough. Dodge Demon. I don't even know what a Dodge Demon is. That sounds pretty great. A little more. Bit of that, some of this. Oh. Don't fall out. And a little bit of filler. Where did I put it now? I'll put it back. Good me. Way to put things back. Oh, now it's clogged. How about now? Nope. Good. $808 horsepower. Ooh. That's a lot of horsepower. Okay, here's the moment of truth. The big challenge. Get the toes lined up. Hope for the best. Hold it in place. 90,000? Yeah, it's a little expensive. But you know what? If it's a dream car, then it doesn't matter how expensive it is, because it's just a dream. And if it ever becomes a reality, even better. All right. looks pretty good. Let's move some excess around the joint. A little filler there. Cool. See, in order to get the legs straighter, at least, had to make them a little off position in the back. I don't know. It looks mostly not wonky, which is not too bad for me. These are always definitely a challenge for me. Doing the feet, hip, leg joins. Exotic cars, Bugatti. Don't see too many Bugattis around here. Can't think of how many Bugattis I've seen, honestly. I saw a DeLorean though once. That was pretty awesome. It's not necessarily a dream car, but it's definitely an iconic car for me. I got excited. It's the most excited I've ever seen, being and seeing a car. The DeLorean. All right, now we got to figure out the position of these. Oh, everyone saw my password. Now y'all can hack my phone. Okay, so the fins go down. I would have guessed up. Samuel Lusk. Hello. How are you? Well, thanks. It's getting there. Get in there. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What's this? Nope. They just have a piece of flash in there. Those jerks. All right. So first of all, you got to pick out this guy. I'm doing the BattleTechs. This is a Jackalope. It's about halfway there. Oh, it's a little wonky in the torso now. That's okay, as long as the legs hold. We can fix the torso. Oh, a lot of slamming going on. What's all that? When you lived in New Jersey, the second house your parents lived in. Mr. DeLorean. Oh, I think we've talked about the DeLorean before then. This kind of rings a bell. Yeah, pretty sweet. Oh, nice. Painted up the spider in the Atlas. Is it one of the old Spider-Man looking Spider-Mans? The old chunks of metal? All right. I'm willing to bet that the little ears will stay on, no problem, though. As long as the fit is good. It might be good. Maybe not. Maybe we just need to clean up around here. Oh, the joys of working with metal. Some metal miniatures are awesome because they'll have one piece, or maybe two pieces. Metal miniatures that are multiple pieces are not as fun. Not as awesome. I think aside from like the satisfaction of the weight, there's no real advantage of metal miniatures in multi-piece. Except for Infinity. They get some good detail out of those. Ah, they're the plastics. Maybe they're from Mech Warrior, the Dark Age, or are they from the introductory box set, where they had like, what was it, 24 mechs in there? It was a really good deal. All the old sculpts. Terrific deal, really. I bought one. Haven't painted up any of them, but I bought it. Feels snug in there. But it's off to the side, so I think that's just a gap. All right. And if it's just a gap, there's not much we can do about it, so that's fine. We'll fill it up later. Yeah, introductory set. I love that introductory set. They had two versions. One that came with 2 premium mechs of one sort, and one that came 2 premium mechs of a different sort. I got the second one, which had the Battlemaster. It was the reseen version, and a Mad Cat. I don't remember what the first box had. But they both looked really good. But the miniatures in the first one were not cast as nicely. They had more problems than the second one. But it's too bad they never did re-release the multi-part kit, plastic kits that they did for those. Because the Mad Cat and the Battlemaster are really nice. Really nice pieces of multi-part plastic. How did you end up painting your BattleMechs? Did you do the classic base coats and highlighting? Some washes? Did you go in with contrast? Just contrast them up? Because they look really good on BattleMechs. There's a lot of gribbly bits and details, and not too many flat panels necessarily. Especially not on the Spider. Maybe the Atlas a little, but the Spider, not too many flat surfaces there. Craft paints. Oh yeah, classic. Yeah, people can do some good work with craft paints for sure. The only problem I ever have with craft paints is that sometimes they kind of slow you down a bit with the thinning and then reapplying multiple layers. You can usually do a little faster with miniature paints. But otherwise, yeah, I have no problem painting with craft paints. All right. They airbrush really nicely too if you thin them with Pledge. I was surprised by just how good that looks. Makes for some pretty nice cheap airbrush paint too. Pokey, pokey, poke. Almost done with pinning. And then it's on to the feet. Hitting an hour now. Not too bad overall. Merc Monday hype. It's really fun. So I often think about it. I'm like, well, I want to build these mechs I got, but I got to do all these other things too. So just dedicating one day a week to building mechs. It's pretty nice. Camo Specs commented on my painting video I did for BattleTech, because I used their style. And I credited them. And he said he liked the variations I did, and also thanked me for crediting the original source. So I was very honored. I just have to respond to that still. I haven't gotten around to that yet. But yeah, Mr. B1B Flyer. Pretty nice. I love the Camo Specs work. If you want good mech painting videos, Camo Specs. That's for sure. Tomorrow? I probably won't do it tomorrow. Usually I have to do family things at night. I've just taken one night to dedicate. Usually if I live stream, it's during the day, when I'm working on commissions or just fooling around and not working. All right, have yourself a good night. It's nice to see you. Definitely be here next week, unless something happens. Come watch the riveting show where a man drills metal. That's not always going to be that way, though. When I get the Robotech RPG Tactics miniatures, they're all plastic, so I'll just be scraping mold lines and filling gaps. No pinning involved. I did a better job marking these and drilling them. Do I need to go deeper? Or is that good? Maybe a little deeper. Let's test her out. Test her out. Oh yeah. That's it, right there. Double check this one. Do I need to go deeper? No. No. These two. We'll put these in first. And then we'll test. One thing about the brush-on super glue, so I'm more likely to get hit with the the CA wave, the sting in the eyes, with the brush stuff than I am with the nozzle tips. Clip one. That's another nice thing about plastic. So you can use Tamiya. Well, as long as it's the right kind of plastic. Okay, so it's going down. That feels like a nice fit. So that a little in here. I don't think I need to fill anything. There's not a lot of gappage, so let's put on the big guns. Spread a little super glue around. We're good. Number 2. Oh, Gamer's Coffee's got to head off. Well, thanks for stopping in. Apologize if it wasn't too riveting. Unfortunately, I do have to concentrate a little more on these kits. It's a bit more of a challenge. I think this will really help BattleTech, not having people having to deal with these kits. Having that sweet plastic instead. But you can still have these kits for the old grog nerds. Have yourself a good night. See you again. I think Wednesday's going to work. I think I'll see you Wednesday. All right. So we got that good. Put on his little hat. Sure. Let's do it. And we'll put her on. Spread the glue. And do we need a filler? Maybe. Maybe just a little. I think a little will do it. It's a pleasure to have you, sir. Gamers with the Coffee. Great folk. That should do it. All right. Well, didn't really spill out the side I wanted it to spill out of, but that's okay. Mm-hmm. Well, maybe I put too much in. Let's see. Choppa, choppa, choppa. Well, that feels pretty good. I got a little rabbit hat, 'cause I'm a jackalope. Where's it loosest? It's not completely loose. Kind of loose. Right there. All right. I don't know. That's a tough one. Let's see. Oh, there we go. So let's trim off a bit of the excess. Sometimes the filler helps, and sometimes it hinders. There we go. Right there. Now the biggest challenge is going to be putting them on the base. I guess he's got a bit of a torso twist to him now. And that's okay. I think they call that dynamic. All right, let's just experiment. Let's put a little glue here, a little glue here. Put little toes in here. No? Here. Here? Here. I don't know. I don't know. I think about those ones up too high. But maybe not. There? It's like nowhere to grip in. All right. Base him. I want to. Once he's got feet, we can base him. All right. Well, that's our theory. My theory. It's here and here. Let's see if this helps. They're going to go back, just like that. And this one's going to go also back. Like so. That seems okay. It stands. Holy smokes. I don't know if you can see that. But look at that. That is one standing BattleMech. I'm surprised. I thought I was going to fall over. So then, put him back a little. And he's kind of leaning weirdly. Like he's dodging or something. I don't know. That's how all my Iron Wind BattleMechs look. Like some sort of action pose, but not a good one. A blooper pose. There we go. They look like they're in a blooper pose. Drop. And that's it. That is a theoretically successful build. Hooray for me! Mission accomplished. I did it. Put them on the base. I'm all done. I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you, Mr. Darth Torlin, for hanging out, and thank you for whoever else is viewing the video. Now, might I ask if I can try something, Darth Torlin? I've always wanted to try a raid. Connecting to chat. Okay. Ooh, I got 8 followers. 121 views. I don't know what that means. I don't know if I can connect to my chat. Let's see. Ah, there we go. So apparently what you can do, yeah, slash raid tabletop minions. If I can type correctly, tabletop minions. Did I do it? I probably had the wrong username then, didn't I? Because I didn't capitalize? That could be. Did I do it? Did it work? Woo! Then what happens? Because I've never raided before. There is a countdown. Oh, nice. I don't have a countdown, so I don't know what's happening. Or it will do it automatically. Do you see a countdown? There should be a raid button. All right, let's try it again. I already have a raid in progress. Okay. Now hosting tabletop minions. Maybe it worked. I don't know. I ain't never had a raid before. I don't know if I did it now.
Here's what I do. This, I showed some of you guys this quite frequently.
Alright, well, I don't know if I did or not.
BattleTech patents.
But I'm going to call it quits from here. So anybody who's left, bye! I'm out of here. Oh, I'm smashing everything.